Here we go. There we go, friends. Now, as we continue this, let's continue watching. So, as I was saying before, we also have specific tanks and customizations we can do as well. Not many of these tanks are updated or upgraded, but eventually we can put our money into more improved tanks over time. Looks like the Sherman's almost got one. Now let's also look at other vehicles. The nice thing about vehicles is that they also too can update, such as the Type 97. Now if you've ever played the Type 97, you know it's a very interesting vehicle itself. You can increase the speed of it, improve the scope. Let's see here. Places the whole machine gun, which means we can have two technically, which would be really cool. So why don't we do that? We'll upgrade that, and then upgrade that. And we'll see where we can go from there. Alright folks, let's play a game. Strategic Conquest. This is the most classic of battle games. One moment. Let's see if it's still working. It's still working. Now friends, this is going to be much different. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do this last time, but before, we were talking about how to use guns. You also might be wondering why I'm doing a Mr. Rogers fucking description. Well, it's a way I calm myself, so I'm not pissed off. And also it makes me sound informative. Now, let's start off with the infantry. Now the infantry is probably the most damage-inducing class besides support. They help out with a lot of things, such as vehicle destruction, quelling large people, and, in other words, taking out and doing crowd control. Support, of course, is a lot better at doing repairing and giving ammunition and resources that are needed. The biggest negative possibly to do with the infantry is, well, they're easy to kill at times. They are usually the backbone, but they're also the jarheads. So they can easily die if they're not careful. For ourselves, we're going to have to be a little bit careful. Now, the Panzerfaust isn't really good in this sort of area because there really is no air support. So there's really no need for it. However, you can still use it in some regard. You just have to be careful on what we decide to use it on. It has to be a very light vehicle, or a very light person. Ooh, there comes one now. Well, looks like it got covered. The one problem with the tank is it's hard to aim. Oh! In that instance, you gotta make sure you don't run into stuff. The jungle is a hard place. There's many objects you can run into. So you gotta make sure that you have a good place to duck and cover before you start firing. Which is what we'll try to do now. First things first. Make sure to find the duck and cover. Now there's several weapons you can also use. You can use semi-automatic weapons, fully automatic weapons, shotguns, and other sorts of things like that. But in my personal opinion, my favorite has to be the M1 Garand. A semi-automatic weapon that has a pack-a-punch. And has a long-range distance. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but eventually, you'll be able to hit something in no time. You just have to keep yourself steady, fire in confidence, and think fast on your feet. Kinda like what I'm trying to do now. Unfortunately, I really haven't gotten my foot wet in the water yet, so I'm not really there yet. And I'm a little bit in my infancy. So, to start out, let's get ourselves used to aiming the gun and firing back at people. Now the best way to do is duck and watch a bullet fly. If it flies nearby you, the person is most likely aiming towards you, and you can follow that bullet to where they're firing from. Now this has to be done in quick succession, because otherwise, you'll be dead before you can aim right at them. There we go. Now it's a lot easier when they're not aiming at you, because then they're distracted. But when it's direct fire, it always depends on who can hold out the longest. Always keep your eye on them. And always assume that they might be going from the left to the right, but also pause, because they could be changing positions, such as right now. Keep your eyes steady, calm, but also check your surroundings. Be aware of things that could be in front of you and behind you, such as now. Now that you know that you're safe and concerned, you can aim back to where you were firing. Always make sure to help out a fellow friend, even if it means you might die. Because luck will have it, you'll be able to help someone out that might be able to help you out later. Remember, it's good to work alone sometimes and be able to fend for yourself, but no one can work alone forever. We always need a helping hand, and so it's always good to make sure to help someone else out, because they might help you out later. And who knows, if you save your life now, they might just save yours. Remember, if you save a life, they might just save yours in the future. There's always that chance. Now if you are a sniper, it's a really good idea to be using the Arsiska. It's a short-range weapon, but it does have a very high amount of damage. Now our friend has to defend himself, meaning that he also can't concern himself with me. So never take it personally when you're down and someone can't help you. It's not always that they don't like you, it's just that they're overwhelmed at the moment. They truly do care, but they just can't at the moment. And sometimes their survival can help you out in the long run. Even if you might not make it, it still will benefit your team as a whole. Sometimes sacrifices must be made, and sometimes you can't save everyone. But the best you can do is to make sure to carry them on, and carry on their legacy. To make sure that the battle can still be fought later on, and to fight another day. That, at the end of the day, is what matters. Because even though you might have lost one life, there's 1,000 more battles you could be facing. See, that wasn't my best lucky shot. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like anyone's nearby me. So, things like that happen. The tally gets marked. We go back to the drawing board, and we try again. Sometimes you'll have stragglers like that come out of nowhere. Sometimes you can't be prepared for them. But you try your best, and that's what matters. Here, let's try now. Take it easy. Now make sure to pause your game. Now we have another person, so we gotta be careful. That's good. Well, unfortunately, I took their weapon. That's not a good idea. Now, it's a nice weapon. In fact, it looks a little bit like ours. Or at least the one we originally had. Oh, yeah, be careful now. Now, that turn is not a good way to go. But you also must understand that no matter how much they might put up, it's not the best spot or location to be in. And now, unfortunately, we're covered by rubber. So we'll try our best to get back up and try again. Oh. Now that's a dangerous one. As I said before, the M1 is a very, very good gun. Maybe let's try our luck with another gun. Who knows? We might have a good chance. Up. Well, looks like we're called to duty. Well, that's a shame. Now, this is a very good idea that they're trying to do. Overwhelming us at the start means that we'll put our resources back here, meaning that we'll lose our resources at sea. But the best thing you can do in this scenario is try to do a roundabout. However, that's a bit more difficult than well, it's a bit easier said than done. The truth is, it's not really easy to get that far into the back of the enemy field. You really have to be sneaky about it. Because even though they put all their resources in the front lines, doesn't mean they're not going to have any reserves. Such as now. Oh, well, that's a shame. Now see, that's why Japanese tanks are very good at their job. They're able to be extremely fast. Well, even though they're weak, their speed allows them to dodge a lot of other attacks that infantry can't use. Now, unfortunately, because all the people died up front, we're relegated to the back. And there's not much choice except to go back to where we started, or find a way to get further up. As long as they keep their attacks right, they'd be able to keep us hunkered down like this for quite some time, and gain a lot of points in the upper hand as well. So we must be able to end this and cease this violence as soon as possible. The best way I've learned is if you go close up, it means you can't revive another member, meaning that that person is permanently gone, and thus, that person can't be revived and become a threat later on. Such as us, we're able to be survived because we have a bullet, but if we were stabbed, we'd be permanently down, meaning that that's one less person for them to worry about. But since I'm able to be revived, I'm able to still hold my ground and defend. So it's always good to be careful. Unfortunately, charging also gives us extremely low stamina. Here we go, my friend. Don't worry, we're gonna help you out. We'll be covered. Don't worry. Oh. Now, the one thing that you always have when reviving is you can be disoriented because you've been looking down for so long. Best thing you could do is get up and run for cover. And that also goes for when you're down as well. Best thing you could do is get up and run for cover, because most likely the enemy will be firing right at you. Oh. Also, let it be known that the enemy behind you could also be hiding in plain sight. People are very good at that. When overwhelmed, you can't really tell where they are unless they're at a checkpoint. So there's really quite no way to tell. And if they're preserved in the elements, they can be very skilled at hiding themselves in plain sight. And thus, like my friend there, didn't really even know that there was someone over there. He was lucky enough to survive. Now it's better to hunker down. So let's take a page from our enemy's book. Let's hunker down ourselves. And wait. Look at that. Just like us, we can hide just as well as our enemies can. But we have to be careful. One shot can blow us away. And if we're not careful, they might just discover us. Such as now. See, the thing is, we might not be visible to them, but that doesn't mean we're not visible to someone else. It's a very easy game that you can play. But it's not just simply a game of cat and mouse. It's a game of if you can be sighted or not sighted, and how well you blend into an environment. That can all depend on your class, and also the support team that you play as, and what side you're on. And in all honesty, just how quiet you can be. Oh, well, that's a shame. Now that is a good idea. Getting fired on both sides is an overwhelming advantage. One advantage that the medic has, even though it's not a great one, is smokescreen. Now, this doesn't completely hide them, but it disorients the people enough to not know exactly their location, and so instead, they wildly fire at someone until they see him.
Come on now! Can anybody hear me? Who says there's never a medic around?
Whoa. Now that's a shame. It is good that we had a It is good that we had a rapid firing weapon, though. Those often aren't around as much.
I don't want to die. I can't.
Like I said before, Frank can help save our lives, even in the most random circumstances. Come on, fella, you'll make it. Now, sometimes the luckiest thing can happen is that your body gets launched over and gets into cover, which is a very high advantage, especially for us. Well, it looks like our grenade misfired. Or at least the smoke screen did. Now we gotta duck, cover.
You can move, soldier.
Shoot! Sometimes the biggest distraction for us could be not knowing who the enemy is.
Medic! Medic!
It can be difficult. Oh, ain't that something very interesting?
Lost objective able.
We have an actual advantage because we're able to go and overcome D. Unfortunately, the biggest disadvantage of Medic is that you can't take down heavy vehicles like anyone else can. I got
Just
you,
a
friend.
moment.
We've secured objective Baker.
Throw in a grenade!
Ooh, that's a close one. Well, it's best for us to duck and cover and get out of there as fast as we can. Ah, well, that can happen from time to time. We try to do the best we can with what we have. Now we can probably hop up over here and get some advantage.
Gunning support as quick as you can. Understood. On its way.
Now for us, it's probably best to blend in. So we want to be quiet. And ready.
I'm here to assist.
Now what they might do is, they might try bombing us. So that way, it's very difficult for them.
Objective dog is now under
Well,
our
it's not too
control.
difficult for them to lead us out. Instead of going into dangerous territory like this, it's probably best to just shoot them.
Come on now. This'll heal ya. Back.
But sometimes, they will try to peek over and find us.
Forward.
Oh! Well, we got very lucky at that chance.
Keep that up, soldier.
See, they were really good at blending in. As long as you keep yourself crouched and do not make a single sound, you can hop up on just about anybody. For them, it probably would have been better to kill us by meleeing us, but they tried their best. It's not like they failed or anything. It's just I got the lucky shot on them. In fact, they were more skilled than I was in that case. Now that they understand that we captured D, what their most likely objective is going to be is to cover E as fast as they can. And here they are now.
Steady, soldier.
So you see that? That was a person right there. The best thing you could do is just quietly sit and wait.
Objective easy is under our control. Attention, we no longer have control of objective dog.
Maybe duck next time.
This is a perfect place, especially shrubbery.
Eyes open. I'm reloading.
Well, unfortunately, they did recapture D, meaning that they're most likely going to charge towards us. Unfortunately, it does seem like they have the better of us right now.
The enemy has control of Objective Baker.
Tanks are a very easy weapon to have to jump on you. In fact, they're almost impossible to really track. They can sometimes be incredibly silent and hit you from long ranges, which makes it incredibly difficult to overcome them.
Here! Can't have you bleeding out!
Well, let's see here.
Our forces now control Objective Able.
Alright, soldiers!
Best thing you could do in artillery fire is to just be very confident in yourself. Just stay calm and carry on.
I gotcha!
Ah, well, that can happen. Recoil fire can be common. Oh, wow. Well, that's not good. That's very not good. Oh, well, shoot. Well, that's a shame. Now, unfortunately, that wasn't our battle. But we can still learn from this.
We've lost control of Objective
In fact, let's try the jungle carbine and see if it has any difference. Oh, well, that's a shame. Yep. This can happen from time to time. Well, we did learn a few things. Not too much, though. But in my opinion, the most important lesson is to learn. Just keep calm and carry on. Just be careful, be advised, and be decisive in your battles. One battle doesn't define you. For a war is a very long, lasting thing. It can be tumultuous, it can be overwhelming, it can sometimes feel very hopeless. But you have to remember, at the end of the day, no matter what, you have yourself and the will to fight and survive. And that is more than enough. Now, let us begin again. Why don't we try out the jungle carbine again? See what we can do with that.
Capture and hold.
Now, Greyhound is one of my favorite kinds of vehicles, mainly because of its efficiency and its speed. It's a very fast tank with an overwhelming amount of firepower that can take advantage and take over a station in a matter of minutes. They are very well trained to outrun, outgun, and outplan any maneuver. And they work incredibly well on both very heavy tanks and very light crew. In fact, they work so well as a solo engine that it only takes one person in a one-man tank to take out an entire tank itself. And it has happened. In fact, it's happened on this very map before. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope we'll be able to succeed in something like that again, but I can't make any promises. I am a bit rusty after all. Sometimes, I'm not very good at my job, but I try my best to show an example of how I can do that. Who knows? We might be able to see something
Taking
like that.
control of objective dog. We have charge of objective Charlie.
Now let's go see if we can take care of some tanks. Now the element is speed, not of surprise. So we'll see if we can do something possible like that. Well, it does seem like we have the element of surprise currently. Well, maybe not anymore, but we'll try our best. Best thing you could do is destroy the vehicles and take out any advantages they might have. Oh, well, it looks like they respawn. What do you know? It's a tank. And it's a human person. Well, the best thing you can do in this example is not to panic. But it does look like we might not be in the best situation. We've killed our engine, and unfortunately, the plane found us. Now that is something that can overwhelm us very easily. And it's also why we gotta make sure to keep our support. Even though tanks can work solo, it's best to remain on the move, always. And that's what really did have us. We were stationary for a moment, but all it took was a moment. Well, it does look like we're a bit overwhelmed.
Not afford to let them take the objective.
Seems like the other team is learning from us and taking a page out of our book and trying to destroy any sort of cover we possibly could have. Seems like they are searching for us.
Secured control of objective Able.
Ooh. Well, the one thing about jumbo carbines and other single-shot and bolt-action weapons is that you can only get one shot, and it sometimes isn't a lucky one. So why don't we try back with a different weapon? Let's see if we could try this one here. This is a Model SF. Oh, the one unique thing about this is that we actually have different classes in different countries that can have different kinds of guns and loadouts. That's something that's always been fantastic. So it's kind of convenient now that we don't even have to change our class, and in fact the Americans had something like this. Now it seems like we have A covered, but that can change in almost an instant. It's very easy to be overcome in a matter of minutes, especially when you're so nearby to the enemy spawn point. Well, that's a sight you don't get to see every day. The enemy tank that's flipped over. Unfortunately, they were able to get the jump on us. Now, many people quote the Tiger as a very heavy machine, and in real cases, it was. The only problem is that the Tiger used its sense of illusion and intimidation as a way of defense and cover. And when people noticed that and realized that, it became less of a threat over time. Because the more they realized it was outgunned, outmanned, and in some ways became obsolete overnight. You see, the Tiger, even though it had a great amount of power and strength, it had a lack of resources, and it all depended on the person involved in piloting it. Now, if they were very skilled, it could become a deadly threat, but without that experience, the Tiger became its own weapon, a double-edged sword if you will. So all depended on who was riding and piloting that. Same way it matters who was holding the gun. And what type of gun? Not everyone was perfect with a certain type of gun. Some people are better than others. Same as flying. It all depends on who was riding, and who was driving, and who was in command.
The enemy is attacking objective
That is what
Able.
makes the battle win. But it also matters about the soldiers and the manpower behind it. Both work off one another. Looks like we are able to upgrade our. So we get a choice here. Both sides are holding true. Now we're going to choose A mainly because we are struggling over here and we could get more resources to A faster. Unfortunately, we were able to do that either. So the best thing we could do now is take care of F.
We have lost control of Objective George.
Oh well. Well, it doesn't look very good, does it?
Dodge this!
Well, best thing we could do right now is hunker down.
We have taken Objective Easy.
I got the objective!
Now after they fire, it's good to be quiet. Even if they might be gone. Sometimes we hesitate. But even if it's a friendly person, still make sure to fire just in case. Now unfortunately we did a thing where we kind of put the cart before the horse and we left a bit too fast. And that leaves it open to enemies. Enemies just as easily can move outside the barrier and instead come back later and then evade. See, the best way of doing this is by getting out of range and then coming back inside to jump them. So it gives the illusion that they ran away and that everything's given the all clear. This is also known as playing chicken or sort of dodging. Moving out of range of the place to make it feel like the person is safe, and then charging back in at the last minute. So it's always best to check the perimeters as well, just in case they might be hiding out somewhere else and just waiting for you to leave. But when you leave a place, you want to make sure it's secure, because it can all come crashing down in a minute, such as right now. See, now that person, these Nuggets 73, is very smart. They waited outside long enough for us to get the jump on us. And now they're going back at the exact same place. It's a very talented key tactic. And it's well and highly respected. And it infuriates a lot of players easily. Because just when you thought the base was safe, it's unfortunately gone again.
Objective Charlie is no longer under our control.
It's very easy to happen. And it's difficult to comprehend. But as long as you were slow and steady, you get back up.
Alert. We have lost our control of Objective Easy.
Be able to hold your ground. Just remain calm and quiet. Use the elements around you.
We have taken control of Objective George.
Steady your aim. Silent.
Heck of a shot!
And listen. Decipher your own movements from someone else's.
Lost Objective Box.
Need to push them away from the objective!
Oh boy. Well, that's gonna hurt.
Grenade! Watch it!
Lost control of Objective Dog.
Oh, well, now they can spot us. Which is, unfortunately, it's a very bad thing. Ooh! That's a good way of faking.
Control of the battle. We must capture the objectives they control.
Now, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to be saved.
The enemy has broken our hold at Objective Baker.
But it is good to know that I've been able to have so many good friends. It's such a wonderful thing. And now we get a good shot of the other side of the house.
Watch your heads!
Well, they had the jump on us, and they got the better of us. It can happen.
It hurts. Damn.
Now, the hardest part about this game is the
We
waiting.
now have control of objective easy. Let's not lose it to the enemy.
You have to decipher where you should be at the right time at the right place. And sometimes it's not the right place. Such as now. Now let's try something different. Oh, well, shoot. Let's try something different regardless. Let's instead try defense. Well, if we can find one. That's a bit harder, easier said than done. We have a couple of places we can try. Fortunately, we might not have the place that we wanted or required, but we can still try regardless. Oh, this is a great time to show you the Panzerfragen. I think that's what it's called. The Flaggerschild. I think it's what it's called. I believe so. It's a very unique weapon that, in many cases for low-flying planes, it's very easy to catch them. And sometimes it might just be able to take one out. But also be careful about holding it. Only put it into your hands when you know right when the person's going to be right in front of you. Otherwise you can get caught in the crossfire from someone else. That's not very good. Now let's see if we can find one here. Might not be easy. Sometimes it can be very difficult, but maybe, just maybe, we might get the right shot. And there we go. It's not the best one, but it's a start. We just have to make sure to keep our eye on the plane. Not often will you get the right moment like that. It happens once in a blue moon, once in a lifetime. But when it does, it feels so nice. And the patience feels all worthwhile.
The shots are getting close.
Well, I think it's about time we stop playing watching for a while. Let's see if that might hit. Well, we're close, but
We have secured
no cigar.
control of objective Charlie.
See, now if we had waited over here, we might be able to catch them, but... well, we never really know when our chance is going to be, do we? We try our best, and sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't.
Attention, we no longer have charge of objective dog.
Looks like we have someone here.
We have established control at objective
Now, you
dog.
can either ignore that, or you can go ahead and try finding them. Oh, well, that's a shame.
Objective
Sometimes we don't get a lucky shot. Maybe if we find a way to stabilize our grip, we might be able to. Let's see. Well, there's one that could do a hip fire grip, or let's see here. Maybe we should try that one next. Battles can go fast, some battles can go slow. Some battles you have to hunker down. Oh. Well, that doesn't look too good. Wow, we fell a great deal. Let's see. Maybe we can help out as a plane. Wow, it's really nice being up in the sky. We don't often get that opportunity. Oh.
We're doing well. Keep up the pressure.
Oh, we might get hit. That can happen from time to time. Let's see. Oh, I know. Why don't we try using the Lewis gun? See if we can get, what is it, an anti-aircraft gun? I think that would work just nicely. That'd be just well. Now, the nice thing about support is you can build a lot faster. You're this one-man crew of construction unit. But it's also good to decide whether or not you should attack resources or keep them. Now in this case, we want to make sure to have resources for tanks and such like that. While in other cases, we should keep them down low and instead not make them. So that way if a tank were to come up on top of us, they wouldn't have the resources to refill and refuel. So that way, it makes it a lot harder for them to overcome us. Now that we have people as backup, it makes us a lot easier to focus on just simply taking out aircraft. Now see this one right there. That's almost perfect. Oh, we're not really good with that one. It can sometimes be hard. Some planes are very skilled at what they do. You always want to aim a little bit to the left, so if they aim a bit more to the left, a bit more forward, aim down, aim up. Count on being at least close enough to hit them. And also, don't be afraid to zoom out to get a quicker aim on them. Oh, there they go. Also, make sure to listen, because they could be right behind you. And right on top of you.
Objective dog is under enemy control.
Listen carefully. It's hard to tell which lane is enemy and which one is an ally, friend or foe. Sometimes it's not the best option or the best place to spot, and sometimes it's not the best place to aim, but you have to be grateful for what you have. And a possibility like this doesn't happen very often.
The enemy has control of objective easy.
It also feels so much more relaxing and peaceful knowing that you can just be calm through all this. There you go. First shot down. Look at that. Sometimes it can feel very difficult, but anything can happen. Yeah, you just have to be careful and precise enough. Now, unfortunately, that means if they get the drop on us, we know our exact location. But that's alright. We have trouble like that all the time. And look at that. Sometimes we just need to be closer. Unfortunately, they did get the drop on us that time. Now that they know that we're an actual threat, they're more likely to target us now, especially with the lack of enforcement. They could come from G, and they could come from A. They can come from just about anywhere they could possibly be. So when you're working, keep yourself calm, take it easy, and take a couple breaks. Don't always stay at it, Because just as much as this could be your defense, it can also be a sword for you. So keep an eye out, wait a moment, and then go back to work. Steady and calm. Watch every angle. See, sometimes they can be right over the hill. And you want to listen to any footsteps.
I have ammunition
Here you go,
for
son.
you.
Alright, now let's get back to it. Now that they see us as an actual threat, it's going to be a bit more difficult to aim. But we still have to try. And now hopefully, that they see us as an ally, hopefully more people will come to our aid. See, now we got that group in. Look at that! Look at you go. Look at you go. Oh, well, that's a shame. We got hit by a sniper. Those aren't always the easiest to get. But it looks like now that we distracted them, we're able to get C&E back. Look at that. We've been able to help even if we aren't there all the time. Now because it's a sniper, gotta be careful.
We have taken control of objective Easy.
We gotta be very careful. They do have the upper hand at G. Well, we gotta try our best. You hear that? Oh! Well, they did get the better of us.
Enemies present at objective George.
But sometimes, if you listen very closely, you can hear the sounds very easily. Unfortunately, it looks like we're losing our ground. And, again, losing our footing. We could call for more people at G, but, well, thankfully, it looks like we might be having some.
We've lost objective George.
Now that's a very dangerous weapon. The anti-aircraft gun could become just as easily an avid enemy of ours. Now, let's see what we can do. Well, looks like they're struggling at G, so the best thing we can do is help them out. Well, that's not a good thing. Looks like we're being shot at even in our own territory. That's no good.
Our forces now control objective George.
Well, look at that. You don't often get kills like those. A vehicle can be the deadliest thing on the field. I tell you. Oh, well, that's a shame. Looks like someone's coming over here. And there we go. Just like that, there's superiority again.
Enemy has broken our hold at objective Charlie.
Now, sometimes we might not get them, but the best thing we could do is shoot and scare them away. Aircraft are a very dangerous thing. The closer they are, the more damage they can cause and more distractions. Do you hear that? That sounds like a bomb. Oh, that ain't good at all. You see that? Well, it looks like we might miss the bomb.
I'm hit!
Did you hear that?
Help!
Now, if you see a large bomb like that, that's very, very deadly. Those are what known as a tall bomb, or a Moab, mother of all bombs. Which sometimes isn't true, but regardless.
The enemy has taken objective George.
Oh, well. We flew a bit too low to the ground. Do you hear that? That's another one. Oh, wow. Well, it was a much better defeat than last time. It means we're getting closer. And we're trying. That was impressive. I've never seen 2 tall bombs before. In such a quick succession. And that singular person was very impressive. Oh, this is a lovely map. Some very vast open fields. You know, this would be the perfect time to use our recon class. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to get some kills this way. Let's try to increase the accuracy. Now here we have an Enfield Mark II. Not the best model, but let's see if she can work. Now personally for me, I like to use regular sights. Let's see here. Why don't we use our Siska? Seems to have much more accuracy. Then again, we haven't really tried another weapon, so why don't we try the Cure? Who knows? Let's see if we can actually use a plane in this regard. Well, it looks we're on the
Work
American
together
side.
to capture the objectives and keep them under our control.
Oh, look at that. Well, we got a very lucky hit on the vehicle. Not the best, but it's better than nothing.
They have drawn first blood.
Here we go. Now we'll take 97.
We have taken objective Baker.
Oh, here we go.
Must not allow the enemy to control so many objectives.
Let's see here. Oh, I know. Let's try a straight up and down approach. In short, dive bombing. Well, it looks like we have nothing there. The higher the plane is, unfortunately, the more visible the plane is, but On such a flat area, it's just much easier to go up and high. Because there's nowhere really to hide in the mountainous areas. So it's really just best to dive bomb as much as you possibly can. And then just fly as high as you can as well, to avoid any sort of anti-aircraft fire. So fly low for a minute, and fly high. We're lucky enough where we're not being attacked by anyone, but that could very quickly change. So it's always good to be careful. Stay up in the sky as high as you possibly can. Your hope is that maybe, just maybe, people down there will have anti-aircraft fire. Oh, looks like this one's a bit too low. We sort of angled ourselves at a bit of a disadvantage. But it's alright. We tried our best, and that's what matters. Let's try this one now. Since we have the Pathfinder, we can use... Well, I guess we don't have what I originally thought we had, but it's alright. We'll make it work. Uh-oh. Looks like the farmer found us. Unfortunately, they were aware of, well, where we were. But the good news is that it looks like we might have F. Let's see here. Now, one thing I did forget to do was get a recon. Which is unfortunate because the recon would be actually very useful in this time. Oh. Well. Well, hopefully they're able to catch them, but that's the one thing. You as the dead person is really, truly the only person who knows where the other person might be. So when you revive someone, assume that there's someone nearby that just killed them. And this is where the Greyhound thrives incredibly well. It shuts flat, even terrain and go as fast as it possibly needs to, without worrying about letting up or hesitating. The best thing you could do in this case is hunt for tanks.
Lost control of objective Baker.
So let's instead try to hunt for tanks. Looks like we missed, and it looks like that was a dead tank. What I probably should have done was taken a closer look instead of wasting a shot. Oh well, no, bygones be bygones. Oh, well, looks like that one was a fighter. And like I said before, the best thing you can do is keep on moving. Well, it seems like they really want this place. Sometimes the best thing you could do is just retreat and fight another day. Or you can hold firm and try to continue to fight the battle. For us, it's a bit of a 50-50. Although we have this tank here, it doesn't mean that it's going to be completely secure. The tank itself can't be healed, and once it's destroyed, it's permanently done. So if that tank were to fall, then, well, that's it for us. Also, when you down someone, make sure to double tap. Because it could be someone trying to heal them right there. Such as now.
We have taken control of Objective Baker.
Best thing you can do in this case is keep on moving.
Objective Dog is now under our control.
Secure the objective. Do not let the enemy near it.
Objective easy.
Well. Unfortunately, it does look like we lost a lot of ammo in this run, and we're going to have to find a place to refuel. But, sadly to say, there's not much of a place to refuel at. Oh, looks like we found our first person. And it might just be our last. That one is a Puma. It's just as fast as us, but has much more of a punch. And unfortunately, sometimes we can't outrun something like that. It has a good aim on us, and that's all we can do.
The enemy is assaulting Objective Dog.
Oh, wow. Well, it looks like we're kind of at a disadvantage here.
Objective Dog has been lost.
Well, that's a shame. Let's see. We have two tanks going west. Meaning that this tank is going to move over here. Meaning that we thankfully have an enclosed space right over here. Meaning that we possibly can get the jump on them. If we try. Best thing we could do right now is work as a sort of a support van that allows people to spawn with us.
We now have control of Objective E.
Such as right now.
Let's not lose it to the enemy.
Oh, that's a very bad... well, those things can be fast. Sneak up on these is incredibly difficult. But it's also necessary. Well, looks like we have another Puma coming in. Well, light artillery is incredibly good. Which is why we have to be prepared for it.
We are losing control of Objective Easy.
There we go. Alright, now we have to make sure to have cover. Up. Well, you heard that, Pin. The AP Mine is very good at that. Well, we did our job, and that's what matters. So thankfully, we're still able to cover that. Oh, here's another chance. always nice when you have another opportunity. Oh. Well, it looks like we do have another opportunity. I don't think it'll do much, but there we go. Oh, well, would you look at that? It's another one. Here we go.
You owe me one!
Oh, shoot, they saw us. Oh, that's a shame. Well, that's alright. We tried our best. Again. That's what matters. Oh, well, we missed a chance right there. We would have been able to go on one of the airplanes. Now, unfortunately, I really don't have any advice here, but the best you can do in this case is to round up with your folks and fellas. As long as with your peoples, you're a lot more faster and a lot more efficient. Same for the enemy team. You could be aiming at one, and there could be another right behind you. It's all about distraction. If one's aiming for the other, that means you both have a better chance of survival, because both of you are fending off each other and defending one another. So the other one, hopefully, will get the shot, get the drop on you. Let's see here. Hear that? Here we go. We got very lucky on that one. Oh, wow. You hear that? That's another plane. Unfortunately, we can't see because of the bright sky, but it's somewhere around here. You can always hear them. Oh, there it is now. Look at that. Well, we gotta follow wherever that boom is going. Because if they're going with a purpose, then something's gotta be going on. Look at it go. Like I said, whenever we get the chance. And it looks like it might be happening soon.
Not over yet. Don't give up on the possibility of victory.
Oh,
We have lost our hold of objective easy.
hold on 1 second. Oh, it might happen. Oh, you see that? I believe that's a plane right there. Oh, you gotta be careful. Though we might want to go after that plane. Shh. Oh, they saw us. Fortunately, you can't really dodge that. Unfortunately, can't dodge that much, no. Let's see. See if we could join our friend here. Oh, we want to cancel that. Ah, well, we missed that.
Objective easy is under our control.
Fortunately, we weren't really fast enough. Up, almost had them. Fortunately, they're too far away now. But we do have a possibility of catching them. With this brand new fancy piece of machinery. Oh, we also gotta be careful. It's a very open area. Now that they know that we're a threat, it's gonna be a lot more dangerous for us. Well, that's a shame. Looks like we weren't fast enough. Unfortunately, it seems like we're the only people here right now. Uh-oh. I guess we're not. Looks like we didn't do much damage to them. It looks like it's gonna be overrun. Well, that's not good. We don't quite have to worry about repairing anything because, well, if we repair it now, it's not gonna help us in the long run. It's gonna help them more likely. It looks like they just went through. Well, at least we kept the place. Well, I might have spoke too soon. Well, almost. Let's see. And it looks like they're sneaking off again. Hopefully that'll deter him a little bit longer. But I can't say for certain that it will. Uh-oh.
Baker is under our control.
Would you look at that? That was a really good snipe. Still using the elements. Impressive.
Enemy has control of objective dog.
Yeah, my utmost respect. Well, my hope is that I can be able to repair this and maybe, just maybe, create a defense line. Well, unfortunately, we're having trouble with the tank over there. Give me the idea that maybe we won't. My hope is that, because of the defense, we might be able to keep ourselves and hold our ground. Uh-oh.
Charlie is secure.
Well, that's a shame. Looks like a sniper got us. And unfortunately, looks like we might have to defend it
We no
again.
longer have control of Objective Baker.
Looks like it.
Lost control of Objective Easy.
Oh, well, shoot.
We've secured Objective Baker.
Fortunately, it's very difficult to hold on to an objective when there's a tank. Tanks are really good at defending, especially when they're nearby other people. Makes the thing overwhelmingly difficult. And you have both friend and foe alike after you. Would you look at that?
We now have control of Objective Dog.
Uh-oh. Well, it looks like we were able to hit the vehicle, but fortunately not for long. The best thing we could possibly do right now is instead of going for D or somewhere like that, almost, yep, we could vote for somewhere closer by.
The enemy has broken our hold at Objective Charlie. We've lost Objective Dog.
Oh, would you look at that? Golden opportunity. Fortunately, we're not really good at shooting. And it looked like a Flagger house just got us. Let's try attacking here.
Our forces now control Objective Dog.
Oh, it looks like they have the opportunity to get one of these. Now this is a very cool weapon here. It's similar to what we've been using, but a little bit different.
Fight harder. Our victory depends on it.
Instead it goes fast, rapid succession, and then slows down. Uh-oh. Well, looks like we might be dive bombed. Unfortunately, that was the case. And unfortunately, since it's so far away, there's really no one to help us. So we're sort of stuck here. Maybe this time we'll try again. Judging by the activity over here, probably parachute over nearby and capture D, but it also is a bit too late in the game to do that. Oh, we got a hit on an enemy.
We have charge of Objective
What do
Easy.
you know? It's a very fun to use in this game. They feel intimidating when they're used.
Attention, we no longer have control of Objective Dog. The enemy has broken our hold at Objective Baker.
Wow.
You're leaving the combat zone. We have control of Objective Charlie.
Well, it looks like we're gonna be hit. Might as well get caught in the crossfire. Well, that's a shame. Looks like we're back in Province, Italy. Let's see what we got here. Well, let's try with the M1 Garand again. It is such a satisfying gun. And for what it's worth, it works very well for what it needs. Why don't we put ourselves in the position of bazooka? See how that might work. It's a good gun after all. Oh, sorry.
We need to capture and hold as many objectives as possible. Our first soldier has fallen.
Oh, that's a bird. Now, it's always easy to capture the first ones, and you should always do so because they allow you to have more points. Let's see here.
We have taken objective Anton.
But also, these are very windy and narrow streets, where sometimes they can be wide open. So you gotta be careful where you are, because someone might be just around the corner.
We have taken objective Dora.
Oh! That was a very good hit. Knocked me off my feet. Oh! That's my bad. I didn't realize I was German. I thought that was a friend. You see, sometimes you can be very much mistaken. It's hard to know friend or foe sometimes. Mistakes can be made like that often. Alright, let's see here. Oh! Oh, that's on our side. Now, there's a lot of people here, so I'm just gonna throw a grenade and see what works. Sometimes the best way to sweep them out is to fire a grenade instead of running into battle. Whoa. Oh my. Oh jeez. Well, things can happen like this. They can go by so fast. Oop. Oh, I forgot that was an enemy Sherman. Like I said, tanks and people go together like peanut butter and jelly. Kind of. Or peanut butter and butter. They work very well with each other sometimes, and in other cases they don't. They kind of negate one another. They're both similar, they can cause a lot of damage. Together they are almost unstoppable. But they also can kill one another pretty easily, depending on who it is. A tank and an individual is something else, but a tank destroyer, or a couple tank destroyers, and one tank is, well, it's almost easy prey. Both are a threat to one another. Up. Oh, it looks like I'm getting shot by both ends. Time to go. Hop over, time to go, time to dodge. Up. Looks like he's coming. always want to make sure to stay out of the tank's way. See, he had the same idea as I did. Now, since we're very low, we should probably run back and grab some medic supplies. We're lucky enough they were right nearby. Pick it up. See, the longer you're alive, the longer you have time to think. The longer you pace your steps. The longer you learn when to not peek and when to peek. Such as now. Oh, well, that tank's dead. Oh, see, there's a sniper. And he's gone. Oh! See, that was a very skilled sniper. I barely even saw his flash. I might be picked up, I might not. But that's what's nice about having and playing the long game. Is when you got time to think, it makes things a whole lot simpler when you hold yourself in pace for a moment. Unfortunately, we're not all given that privilege. Oh. Awesome. Well, it's a bit difficult to see in this situation. Well, I have a very lucky medic indeed.
Scheiße, helft mir!
Well, that's alright. I was bound to die eventually. Uh-oh. Well, that's something that's not good. If you see someone like that in the courtyard... Oh. Well, they're very good with what they have. And they did cause us quite a scare.
Objective Caesar is ours.
We're going to try fighting a bit more in the city. The more we can overcome the city, the better our chances are. Out in the field, it might be easier to take and overtake, but that's where also most of the tanks are.
Be aware, we have lost objective Nova.
Werfe Handgranate!
Well. Well, that's a shame. Sometimes you don't have a lucky shot. Oh. Well, we were able to get one. Well, just gotta be careful.
Ich bin für dich da!
Always help a friend. Be careful. Oh, shoot. Oh, it looks like I might die here.
Ihr müsst mir helfen!
Well, we have to find where the person is under the bridge.
Ihr Schweine!
Oh! Well, I wasn't fast enough. As can happen.
Brauche Sanitäter!
Thank you, my friend. Oh, it looks like we have more people under the bridge. We have to be careful. Times like this, we're not very good at aiming. Here we go. Now, even though that medic is there, he can't revive him. It's what I call, in my opinion, an even trade. It means that now that they can't revive him, they're one person weakened. Or they're one person weaker. Now, most of the people are fighting for B, but unfortunately the thing is, B is almost impossible to obtain. So of course they're going to go around for C. It just makes completely logical sense.
We have lost objective Caesar.
There we go. Now be careful. When you're outnumbered, the best thing you could do is take out as many people as you possibly can. Sometimes you're not so lucky.
Good work. Objective Dora is
In your charge, you have to make sure you're close enough to get them, but also not too far enough away to get shot. It's a very difficult thing to do. Now what's good is that the tanks have taken over D, and now are coming back to help with artillery. Oh, that must be a Sherman. Oh. Oh. So it looks like we have an overwhelming amount of people over here. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just stay at A and hold on with a volley fire. Or, in this case, the best thing that you could do is take the resources you have now and advance to E, but they're still trying to advance over to A. Uh-oh. It looks like we caught ourselves in a bad timing. Looks like a tank is coming over there. Up. Well, they got to us. That's a shame. Whenever you do charge at an enemy, make sure to aim low. There we go. We got a very lucky shot on top of them. Oh, you hear that? It's possibly another tank coming up the run.
Be alert. We are losing objective Dora.
Well, it gives them a little signal letting them know that we're here. Fortunately, that won't do much against them. It looks like our forces are split a bit too far in between. Oh. Well, we also forgot about the people outside. Thankfully, we got friends around here. Thank you, girlfriend.
Hallo? Da die Täter?
And it looks like the tank ran away just in time. But you can still hear it. It's not too far away. Not far enough at least to get away from us. In fact, it's waiting right over for to ambush us over there. Which is a perfect place to do so.
Sanitäter!
enough to hit them. I hope that's enough to give it a scare. But we can't be so sure yet. Fortunately, it looks like we're losing both A and C.
We have lost objective Anton.
We are trying our best, but sometimes things happen.
Good job. Objective Tesa is ours.
Uh-oh. Up. The point is that you stay to the battle till the end. And even if we don't win one, we still have another time again to try. And it's never the end. We can always find a way to overcome these. The greatest way to defeat a sniper is to rapid fire. Gets them easily overwhelmed and they don't know which way to turn. That's a smart move. You used a revolver, and revolvers are definitely heavier in damage.
Tesa is being lost.
Our hope is that we can overwhelm these groups, but sometimes that isn't the best case. Well, in the best case scenario, unfortunately I am looking at the time and I do want to win at least one, so against my better judgment I'm going to have to quit the game and try finding a new one in order to at least have one win for the night. We have a good chance here. Maybe we do. This is the Yamato. It's a very well out place and has a lot of open spaces. There's a good chance we might be overwhelmed, but there's also a good chance we might be able to hold our own. It all depends on every single shot we take. Now, let's see how far we're in right now.
We are losing ground in this battle.
It looks like we have a very good advantage. In fact, incredibly well.
Capture and hold as many objectives as possible.
Let's see here. One of the nice things about this is we can capture air superiority from the front line itself. It's impossible for the other group to capture this base, but it also means we're not as in the open as we want to be. So, although my best intentions are to stay here and try helping out, it's also probably within my better intentions to go and find a new. Therefore, let us try making it beyond the base and making it to places like F and G. When going on an expedition like this, it's best to take the back roads, especially in places that are more out-of-bounds zones. The more you stay in the protected zone, the better chance you have of making the cross and making the long trek over there. It's also good to have a fast vehicle at the start, so that way you can capture bases faster than as fast as possible. Knowing that it's not going to be as much manpower at them, speed is key. And then, stocking up on both resources and manpower afterwards. So a quick capture, such as this, is integral. Now that we have superiority, the best thing we could do right now is keep it somewhere. For times like this, the flagger house would be incredibly well. It also means we have to be on the alert. Look at that. Looks like he's getting some very good tips in. Let's watch for a moment. Well, he made a mistake. He thought it was his enemy. It's alright, we all make those mistakes. Here comes another one now. Now, while he's taking care of that, our goal is to make sure that and maintain this base as much as possible. Now, unfortunately, I'm seeing F is falling. I mean, that most likely the possibility or the chance of us not capturing it is likely. So I'm going to follow him just to make sure. So I don't know where he's going, but the possibility of him going to capture F is most likely.
Wir haben einen verdammten Panzerwagen.
I was doing a very smart move, seeing that there's a tank, and that's not a good thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to capture this one. It's looking more and more likely that they might head over to F. So we have to stop that tank as soon as possible.
We have now taken objective Dora.
Unfortunately, it's easy to lose a tank sometimes. Yep, it is. Up, but I hear it. Now this is an unfortunate end, but thankfully, over here, we have a very, very lucky chance of possibly getting back there as fast as we possibly can. And also, we have this right here that might be able to help us. Oh, it looks like that tank is here. Here we go. There we go. Now that the tank is captured, we have a much better chance at surviving. Unfortunately, our chances are still not zero of there being a threat. But they're much better odds than we used to have before. While the main group focuses on D and C, our main goal and target is to make sure that we have air superiority as much as possible. Uh-oh. Well, this is where the part where we might possibly get ambushed. Oh. Well, unfortunately, we got killed before we could possibly make a move. Well, things happen like that. But the good news is, that looks like we're taking over F.
We now control enough objectives to sway the outcome of this battle.
So for right now, our best objective is to help as much as we can. The best way to do that? By taking out these fellows right here. Sometimes these planes could be a little bit loose, and you gotta be very easy with them, but sometimes you get them just right. They could be perfect.
Good, we've taken objective Anton.
Oh, that was very, very close. Oh. One unique thing about this is you can dive bomb if you need to. Oh, looks like we went too far down. Well, it's true, we're not the best pilot in the game, but we try regardless. For these areas, it's very difficult because of the hilly terrain, and also the castles. People could be hiding in plain sight or just about anywhere. Such as now.
Friedrich has now been lost.
Even though they backed up doesn't mean they're not there.
Attention, we have now taken objective Bertha. Good job. Objective Friedrich is now ours.
Up over the fence. Up. Up, that's an airplane.
Soldiers, we have lost objective Anton.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I wonder if the Riber Rolls is a really good gun. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out.
Objective Friedrich has been lost, soldiers.
Doesn't seem like we have it. Well. Why don't we try the M2 carbine? Maybe. Carbon 1998. Grand. Let's try the Tiger. Now, like I said before, oh hey partner. The Tiger only works as well as if it's paired with someone. So if you're traveling in groups, you're more likely to make an impact. Such as now. So let's try cutting off that bridge so they have no way to access over there.
Good work. We have taken objective Friedrich. Soldiers, we have lost objective Bertha.
As I said before, we're only as good as we can possibly play in it. And unfortunately,
We have taken objective Anton.
if we're surrounded, we're completely useless. And unfortunately, it can happen a lot. But the best thing we can do is keep trying. Even with air superiority, as long as we have some source of We'll be alright. Well, that's a shame. Some people forget when you shoot or you fire, you can't be standing too close to the tank. Otherwise, that stuff will ricochet and hit you. It's also much more difficult, but much more beneficial to be closer to the enemy. Well, that was a very good one. They had a fast reaction when they saw they were charging at us. If we had stayed there and we had fired at them, maybe, just maybe, we would have been able to defend. But you gotta be careful. It's always easier to kill an enemy face behind, and it's always easier to fire at an enemy that's you're not looking at. Or it's always easier to fire an enemy that's not looking at you. Let's see here. Well, let's see again. Why don't we try a smaller one? Let's see how that goes. This one's more a little like a tank cat. Isn't it adorable? But it can carry about 3 people within it. It's very good at its job. It's a fast-moving tank with a lot of packing power. But in all fairness, these are what kind of won the war back in the day. Not the slow-moving Tigers, but the fast-moving little Panzers.
We have taken objective Costa.
Let's see if we can do some damage here. Oh. Well, it looks like we fell. Now the best thing you can do is movement. Always keep constant movement. Kinda like now. Always keep moving. Every single second. Oh, well that's not good. Unfortunately, we didn't realize that was a tank. That could also be a problem. Even though we can fire faster and we can fire a lot farther, it can be overwhelming. Unfortunately, right now, I think all of our forces are trying to overwhelm me fight the battle over here.
Attention, objective leading heavy loss.
Oh, wow. Wow, this looks overwhelming. Let's see here. Well, it seems unlikely enough that the only hole we have is Chi. Imagine that. But if they're all focused on over there, that means there's a really good chance that all of them are not focused over here on F or E. Whoa. Wonder what just hit us.
Objective reading is now ours.
The hope is that we might be able to capture E. But we don't know. It could be impossible. It could be possible. Well, we got a quick look at what it looks like, and it doesn't look good. So unfortunately, our best bet might be to bail. But we can't bail on their friends. Unfortunately, we got hit by a 6-pounder. But the good news is we are capturing back A. As long as we stand some sort of ground, we should be good.
We've taken objective Anton.
Oh, wow.
Taken objective Emil. Good job. We have lost objective Friedrich soldiers.
Now that's a good idea. Staying around and not being able to be found is a genius way of keeping yourself hidden and also causing a lot of damage. Oh, scary. Let's keep dodging. Almost. And there we go.
We have taken objective Friedrich.
It's always about speed and it's always about advantage. There we go. Our hope is that if we capture D, that they might try going after us a bit more.
We have taken objective Flora.
Oh wow. Oh, it looks like we might be taken out. Wow, that was a good shot, and it looks like we were able to capture a lot because of it. So hopefully we'll be able to keep that. Right now we're trying to cover as much ground as we can. Oh wow. That flag cannon is not messing around, is it?
Ich sterbe! Helft mir!
I can also understand why they're defending it so well. It's because it's a very important spot.
Objective Friedrich is ours.
Ah, shoot. Now that is an absolute genius move. Using the turret itself to defend you. Absolutely outstanding. Absolutely incredible.
Blut! Helft mir, verdammt nochmal!
Oh, well, they must have not seen me. Oh,
Objective Dora has been lost.
oh, we almost got distracted. Unfortunately, we did. There's one person right there. We are fighting for G very heavily, but it's also taking a lot of our manpower. While others see the opportunity, it's also not the best. We need to find a way to make it over the sea again. Ooh. Ah, well, shoot. Sometimes you have to be careful where you drive. Like I said before, you want a fast vehicle, but also want to know where you're driving. You want to be able to understand the terrain. Up. Well, I don't know how I could quite not notice that. But there it was, a Churchill crocodile. Now those things are incredibly deadly. Maybe the best way we could help is through air superiority. Let's see if we could do that. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Let's try to help our friend out, shall we? Oh, well, we might not be able to. That's a shame. Let's see. There must be someone over here. Well, if not, then why won't we try to help him another way? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we'll be winning this one either. But, as happens when you join late in the game, you don't really know what you're going to get. All you know is you have to have fun. And me personally, I'm having still quite a lot of fun. Well, let's see if I can do anything. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, well, I just missed him. Well, that's a shame. They're doing a very great job of protecting over the other side. Oh, they're doing an incredible job. Uh-oh. Fortunately, I wasn't able to reload fast enough. Ah, well. Let's try again. Look at all the beautiful sandy beaches, though. It's such a lovely design. A wide, empty sand with these small little oases. The very vastly deep mountains. Up. Well, that is a tank. Seems like they've overwhelmed us with tanks and everything. Well, unfortunately, that is probably going to be the deciding factor. So, let's just continue to fight. Hmm. Oh. Oh, that was something. I'm surprised it's still alive. Uh-oh. That's what we call a tall bomb.
We have lost objective Gustav, soldiers. Very good. Objective Caesar is ours.
Well, they got another lock on me.
We are
Whoa.
losing this. Need to step up.
Be careful, man. You might get shot as well. Ah, shoot. Well, I tried. It's alright. Things happen for a reason. Well, two snipers is always better than one. Uh-oh. Looks like another tank is coming on its way. And there it is. Oh. Oh, looks like the talking title was me. What?
Damn, we are losing objective Caesar.
Oh, well.
We have lost objective Caesar.
It looks like it's game. Maybe? Oh, well. Well, it's a beautiful map to play on. Good night and Godspeed.